On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Good evening, everyone. This is the Tuba Geek. What I just quoted was the Scout Oath. I am proud to call myself an Eagle Scout. This is one of the few things in my life that I hold in very high regard. I worked hard to earn this award. Just like I'd worked hard to lose almost 70 pounds. My last video I posted here was 2 years ago. Since then, or probably after about a year after that one, was about the point I'd lost nearly 70 pounds total. As of a day or two ago, I gained almost all of it back. My last weight that I got on the scale was at just under 332 pounds. Put in perspective, my first weigh-in was 336. I would love to apologize for the radio silence, but I can't. This one's on me. So what brought on me bringing up a new video, posting a new video? Some pretty heavy-duty reflection over the past few days, maybe even up to a week. So I'm sitting here staring at my Eagle badge and thinking about the journey I took to get this. And anyone who's earned the Eagle can tell you it's not easy. It's a challenge. You are pushed. You're pushed to your physical, mental, and emotional limit. Sounds like hyperbole, but it's true. You have to complete merit badges that involve you exerting yourself physically and tracking your progress. You have to learn many different things, from how to swim to how to rescue someone to how to be an effective camper, to how to be a good steward of the earth, to being a good citizen of your city, your country, and the world as a whole. It's an emotional journey. You have to complete a service project. And you have to hope that you have formed a good enough rapport with the fellow members of your troop, members of the community, friends, family, to show that you are worthy of their assistance. And then even after all that, you have to go through at least 2 boards of review. One with your troop and one with your district or council. I remember seeing on my board of review for Eagle Scout, I'd never been so nervous in my life. I thought asking a girl out to the prom was a challenge. That was cake. That was easy. That's why this is not just an award, it's a reward. Again, that's why I hold it in such high regard. That's why I take such pride in it. And here I am at 40. I'll be 41 in just a couple of months. And they always say this is about the time that people start reflecting on their lives. It's also a time when sometimes you get that hard dose of reality, and I got that from the most unexpected source. I enjoy watching YouTube videos, and so I follow quite a few different channels or things that are of interest to me. There's a couple guys, though, that I recently watched some videos from them that made me realize how far I'd fallen. One is by a guy that goes by Barnacules Nerdgasm. And he just posted 2 days ago that he had regained all of his weight. And he was back up to 301 pounds. And he posted the video to apologize and to say that he was, that he loved everybody, that he wanted to make amends, so to speak. The other guy, and the one that kind of hit me hardest, was Boogie2988. He does mostly stuff on Nintendo, Pokemon card game, I believe, not Pokemon Go, and Magic and other various games. And the man weighs over 500 pounds. And the thing that hit me was that he's met DDP. DDP put him through the DDP yoga workout, and he actually was doing it. I don't know if he's still doing it. I even asked him. I posted that question on one of his videos, asking if he was still doing DDP yoga. But he was watching a video, or he gave a reaction to a video of a fellow member of the DDP yoga community who weighed as much as him and lost over 300 pounds, or somewhere around 300 pounds, in the course of about 8 months, doing DDP yoga and following the proper eating plan. It made me realize that I've not been doing things right. I let things slide. I got complacent. I stopped working out. I stopped eating properly. I've not been to a psychologist or a psychiatrist, so I can't say this is an official diagnosis, but just thinking about things and thinking about what I've seen or what I've felt myself doing, I fear there is a possibility that I am, that I could have an issue with compulsive overeating. There is a possibility that I use food as, like other addicts would use other substances. There could be some other things going on. Again, I've not been to a doctor to diagnose that. Probably wouldn't hurt to do that, but when you work contract, if if you don't work, you don't get paid. And unfortunately, that's what I've been doing for about the past, coming close to a year. It'll be a year in August, because I had lost my previous job at the end of May of last year. Again, not something I'm proud of. So where does that put the To Be Geek? Well, it puts me in a position where I'll say it, I've got to get back on the mat. Something I'm going to look at over the course of the rest of this week and figure out what strategy I'm going to take to make that happen. I welcome feedback and comments on this. I'm not using this to make an excuse, but I do want to kind of give you guys an idea of what my typical day is. So listen to this, and I welcome your feedback for ideas. I'm usually up around between 5 and 5:30 in the morning. Usually once I get up, take care of my daily constitutions, so to speak. And I proceed, while my wife is getting herself ready to go to work, I proceed to give my kids my oldest son, who has a brain injury, and my younger son, who has ADHD. I have to give them certain medications around before 6 o'clock in the morning. Come 6 a.m., I'm getting my younger son up out of bed, and I'm fighting with him for about 20 minutes to get him ready for school. And he has, about 15 minutes, because he has to catch the bus at 6:15. I then get my daughter up, and she's a little more self-reliant, a little more independent. She's the epitome of the diva. We call her Miss Diva for a reason, or Baby Diva. And while she's getting ready, I'm getting myself ready, and I'm getting my oldest son ready. My daughter heads out to catch the bus, and then I get my oldest son in his wheelchair and roll him down the hill to get him on the bus. At which point I leave. As soon as I get him on the bus, I come back up, get in my car, head off to work. So I see one thing I could do right there, and that's trying to get some breakfast made well in advance. Again, something I got to figure out. Generally, I work 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. I get home usually about between 6 and 6:15 in the evening. Usually by then it's time. By the time I get home, it's time to get dinner made, get kids fed, and start getting them ready for bed. Wednesday is a scout night for both my younger son and my daughter. So I take them so we go to scouts. I'm an assistant den leader, so I'm taking my daughter to her Girl Scout meeting, which is at the same place as my son's Cub Scout meeting. So that goes on, and by the time we get home from that, it's time for them to go to bed. Generally speaking, I'm usually going to bed around this time. It's currently about 20 till 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I try to go to bed by 9 o'clock so I can then restart the cycle over again. So the amount of time I have available on weekdays is pretty limited. But at the same time, I don't want to use that as an excuse. So I welcome your feedback for options to make it possible for me to get things going again. I'm hoping that I can get my wife to do this with me. I did buy her a mat. She says she couldn't do it unless she had a really thick mat, so I got her one. So I'm hoping I can get her going on this with me, so that way we can take the journey together. I did say I wasn't going to apologize, but I'm going to apologize right now for this being almost a 16-minute video. That's just, believe me, this is like the third or fourth recording, so I've been trying to trim this down and it's not working. But that being said, I thank you for taking the time to watch this. I thank you for, if you've been subscribed to my channel and been waiting for these 2 years for a response, I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to do my best to keep this up and get back into the swing of things to where we can have there'll be some more regular postings, if anything, at least once a month, with some updated images and things of that nature. So I'm going to say this thing that I used to say with my old videos, and I'm going to stick with it, because life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So I'm reacting to this in the best way I can possibly do it. That's by owning my life and feeling the bang. I'll see you all next time.